Continuing on with comparing the brand new Pamela Colman Smith RWS Terra deck by US Games to others that it would make sense to compare it to. We've got CN London's 1909 Art Restoration deck. Both of these are based off of a 1909 Roses and Lilies. US Games is based off of either one or an amalgamation of the two of Stuart Kaplan's, and 1909 is based off of Saskia Jansen's. Obviously there will be some differences with, stains and the like. CN London's Art Restoration deck actually has taken out a lot of those and has made the colors much more like how they would have appeared when the deck was new. So this is totally like a very similar deck before and after desaturation. I don't think CN London mucked around with, yeah, he didn't mess around too much with aspect ratio. So all the borders on this are going to be slightly off depending on what card you're looking at, because again, all the images are different sizes in the actual deck. All right, so here we go. Oh, these two decks are exactly the same height. And I know I've not been terribly fond of CN London's cardstock in the past. It is absolutely fine cardstock. It is, like I said, the same, size as similar stocks. The lamination on it is a little less rigid. The new deck is a little bit more rigid than CN London's, but it's fine. So there is that. All right. This might actually be a Photoshop. You see how there are some like blotches in the magician's face here, but those blotches don't exist in that. I think that these same blotches actually, there's a little blotch here in the study deck, and I think there might be a blotch in the Centennial. Where's my Centennial? Yep. This is the Centennial. The Centennial has a little, blotch there where you can barely see it if it's even there on the new deck. So I guess that's something to be aware of. Maybe this deck, the new deck, is slightly more photoshopped than I thought it might have been. This is another area where there might actually be some photoshopping. As you can see, the yellow and blue have mixed down here in these areas, and they kind of make a little bit of a green cast. I'm not really seeing a green cast here, but that could just be a factor of the desaturation. This is actually something I've always wondered about. I know that you can usually tell if you're looking at one of a deck derived from Saskia Jansen's copy, if you see this little red dot and this little blue dot here on strength. Those are missing here from US Games' new deck, and I believe they're also not on, well, kind of on. All right, so here's the Centennial. There's a little red dot, but it's more on the lips than it is like right above the lips in Saskia's. So I don't know if that was a Photoshop or not. I may go with not. It's just occurring to me, like, this is an actual, you know, this is my PMD. You can see here how nicely the borders of the 1909 art restoration actually do match an appropriately aged deck, which I thought was actually cool. Every time I flip through this, the 1909 just, you know, it becomes more and more of a favorite for me. Oops. There we go. Getting cards sliding all over the place. I don't think it was necessary for US Games to go and standardize the sizes of all the images. You don't really notice it with the image size difference on C's deck. All right, that is our deck. Thank you so much for enjoying this flip through with me. Bye, guys.